Now, complete high school football coverage. This is 10 Sports First and 10.
Welcome to the final regular season weekend of First and 10 for the spring season. It's time for an unnatural action. Instead of running from the pain like any sane person would do, we are all stepping into it. It's the last flurry for the postseason. Our own Jeff Williamson is ready with the First and 10 website. It's got everything you need in the football universe, which brings us to the region brackets. They are cut all the way down to 4 teams each, so one win, one loss has a whole lot more weight. We'll do our best to start painting the playoff picture. Beginning with our game of the week. The Colonels are alive in the 5D bracket, the Eagles in the 6A bracket. Both would like to keep playing. Our own Eric Johnson was in Rocky Mount tonight and has the decision and the aftermath. Eric.
Indeed, Appy, and talking with these teams earlier in the week, William Fleming had 3 main goals. They wanted to lower their pad level, bring the intensity, and get guys in space so that they can create their own opportunities. They did that tonight against Franklin County, and it showed, and they had great results. Let's get you out to the Eagles' nest. Franklin County with a gut punch at the start. J-Ron, I eat my Wheaties Smith, 65 yards to the house, an early 7-0 lead for the Eagles. Check him out. Smith at it again, but this time this ball is ripped out. Fumble. The Colonels recover, and they score to tie it up at 7 apiece. Still in the first, Deshaun Lewis rolling. He fumbles, but look at the freshman Jordan Philpott. Right time, right place. He recovers. 14-7 Fleming lead. Coach Lovelace, he's loving it. And the Colonels loving it too. Second quarter, Lewis rolls left, sees some space, turns on the Jets, 20 yards to the house. It's 21-7. William Fleming is leading. Franklin County trying to inch closer before halftime. Eli Fouts, the keeper. They're still down 28-14. Second half, Fleming played like someone stole their lunch money. Lewis hits Lewis English, the touchdown reception. Fans pumped up. And Deuce Anderson, he looked like Deuce McAllister here, rumbles for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Signed, sealed, delivered. Fleming wins it 41-27.
I think we kind of made them cover us the width of the field. We were able to take our shots vertically as well, and just our guys being smart with the football. That Fleming pride from back in the day, like these guys were known for being bruisers, and we're not there yet. But I think we took a step forward in the physicality tonight, and especially at the line of scrimmage.
We're getting better at it. Practice make perfect. Felt good. I got them 3 touchdowns, make me feel better. All the other games I only got 1. This one I got 3.
We said it earlier, both of these teams were pretty much a lock for the playoffs, regardless of tonight's outcome. But you couldn't tell the Colonels that tonight they wanted to win. They were fighting for something more, and they wanted to prove a point, perhaps to the rest of their region. Speaking of which, we go to the region brackets now. Region 6A, Franklin County with the loss now. With Grassfield and Great Bridge playing tomorrow, the 4 seed not yet locked in with a Grassfield loss. Ocean Lakes is the 4 with a Grassfield win. Grassfield will become the 4th seed in the 6A bracket. Now over in 5D, both city schools will host a playoff game next week. PH will get Mountain View. William Fleming will get Harrisonburg, who they were supposed to play in their season opener. Exciting times for Roanoke City schools in the area. Appy.
All right, great stuff, Eric. Meantime, Northside had to forfeit their scheduled game tonight with undefeated Lord Botetourt due to that rash of injuries after coming out of a COVID pause. The Cavaliers are the top seed in 3D. They'll be hosting a game next Saturday as the Blue Ridge District champs. That said, it brings us to a pair of Blue Ridge District teams that did take the field tonight against each other. Stanton River was hosting William Byrd, and let's get you out for a look at this one. The Golden Eagles hoping to take out the Terriers tonight. This is Israel Hairston handing off to Elamine Sharif, who takes it in from 6 yards out. We've got a 20-7 Bird lead. Stanton River next play. Malachi Gregory catching the ball, and look at him buck the need for speed. House call, 20-14 Bird at this point. Third quarter, the Terriers get back on the board. It's Hairston to who else? Elamine Sharif, who trots on in from 12 yards out. Nice blocking there. William Byrd, 33-14 is your final. Meanwhile, Christiansburg was still alive as a River Ridge team that has a shot at making that 3D bracket. Perhaps a date with LB. We'll get to that in a second, but they needed to handle rival Blacksburg tonight. So let's get you out, and we're at David Christ Field. And it was a nice night for football. Kenyon Johnson Buchanan rambling for 41 yards And when he's hot, you give him the rock again. He dives on in, and Christiansburg had command. Here comes Blacksburg trying to get back in this thing, lobbing that one up, but M.J. Hunter, the slick pick. Nice return. That would lead to a touchdown. A little bit more offense from Christiansburg. Casey Graham to Jackson Clark. Pretty over-the-shoulder catch. That's going to set up Christian Cunningham for the playoff-bound Blue Demons. 57-0, your final tonight. How about the rivalry renewed? Cave Spring and Hidden Valley, it's senior night for the Titans. They'd won 9 straight in this rivalry against Cave. Here we go. Early action, early turnover. Fumble, and Tyler Poff is on it for Cave Spring. Then Landon Altizer here. Stiff arm, touchdown. Knight's early lead. Could they keep the momentum? Hard-hitting game. You know this is a rivalry game. A lot of emotion. We've got another fumble here. Sean Christian is on it for Hidden Valley. And then Sam Dragovich here completing the pass to DJ Banks. But Cave Spring built a big lead and then hung on. They get the victory and snap the streak. 17-14 is your final. How about this game? Bassett over Magna Vista, 56-55. So Bassett can't drive 55 tonight, says Sammy Hagar. All right, 3D bracket for you. Lord Botetourt will indeed open with Christiansburg. That game, I can tell you, will be Saturday afternoon. Carroll County and Abington in the bottom half of the bracket. Football is a lot like boxing, that it's about getting respect, getting it for yourself, taking it from the other guys. The Bees certainly have earned everyone's respect so far this campaign, and Heritage, well, they're a usual suspect in this category. We'll see how the Jug Bowl went tonight, and the Spartans have a bushel of state title trophies to back it up. We'll check in with Coach Holter's gang and more, plus this.
We're the Crocodile Cheerleaders, and First and 10 will be right back. Woo!
All right, you know, if you're playing for an object, you know the object represents a whole lot more. Such is the case when the Lynchburg City Schools square off in the Jug Bowl. Let's get you out. It's Glass, it's Heritage, and here comes Heritage. 3-0 second quarter. Rajon Booker Fielder finds a hole. 70-yard carry for the touchdown. Pioneers up 10-0. All right, later on, 1st and 10 from the 20. Zach Steele fighting off the defense for the touchdown. Pioneers 17-0 in the flex. Got to have the flex. Meantime, 4th quarter, EC Glass trying to get back in this thing. George White fighting Lavarius Gilbert. He hangs on. That is ruled a touchdown. But Heritage had enough to win the Jug Bowl. There's Coach Bradley, and there's the Jug. 31-7 Heritage is victorious. While Heritage bolsters their standing in Region 3C, they do have a lone loss to Brookville. So could the Bees take care of business tonight with a Class 4 squad in JF paying a visit? We'll have a look-see. JF and Brookville. Bees 4th down on the 19. Drake McDaniel rolling, buying time for Caleb Christian. We've got a Bees touchdown. Bees 3rd down on the 48. JF going to stand up on defense here. Ryan Rogers coming through with a nice pick on a tough over-the-shoulder catch, by the way. But Bees a little too much. This is Tayshawn Butler down the middle. 47 yards later. 20-3, Bees on the gallop and go. Bees 1st down on the 5. How about Silas Rucker? We haven't called him in a while. Pinballing in for the touchdown. Brookville 61-17 is your final. Here's a game that mattered tonight. Liberty Christian over Amherst, 56-0. LCA still alive in Region 3C. Amherst still alive in 4D. Let's see the bracket. 3C. As we have it right now, Brookville is your top seed. Rockbridge is number 2. They are both undefeated. Meantime, Heritage and Liberty Christian are the opponents, setting up a rematch between Brookville and Heritage if indeed our calculations are correct. With that said, we all are conditioned to expect Salem to make a postseason run, Brooke. The question usually becomes, Is there enough for them to hold the big gold trophy or maybe that smaller regional one? Or what are they going to take home this year?
I think they definitely made a good case tonight at the big trophy. I mean, facing Pulaski, one of their biggest, toughest opponents they've pretty much seen all year long.
Right.
And Pulaski, with one lone loss to Patrick Henry last week, Salem undefeated. The Cougars' advantage is definitely size. I mean, look at this defensive line swallowing up Salem's run game. Pulaski's defense was able to force the Spartans to punt multiple times, and the Cougars using the magnitude up front to run it up the middle. Ethan Gallimore with the majority of carries on this drive, including this TD. Look on the wheels on number 3. But Salem's athleticism was the edge tonight. Big playmakers like this guy.
Wow.
One play, Sean Collins. That's all he needed to get in the end zone on this possession. Salem only leading by less than 2 scores for a moment, using their big guys like Cam Leftwich to break through Pulaski's front. And, of course, defense shutting it down. Spartans remain undefeated, beat Pulaski 27-14 tonight. Both teams advanced to the region playoffs, and head coach Don Holter says execution was the key to success tonight.
Offensive line gets better each and every week. We got a long way to go, but we were able to get some things done up front. We got phenomenal running backs and receivers, and we're able to push and get a few plays. You can see Pulaski's a good football team, particularly defensively.
All right, and we'll check out where both these teams are going to land in the playoffs coming up after these highlights. Let's see it, Appy.
All right, thank you very much, Brooke. The area team Southside that has gained the most momentum after an opening loss has to be GW Danville. They opened at Botetourt, and after that loss, they have been rolling ever since. They had Halifax County in tonight, and they were hopping and flipping and rolling tonight before this one. Here we go. GW early on, Jacoby Dixon. Untouched and untouchable. 6-0 GW in this one. How about Shabazz Buster? He's back for Halifax County, trying the slant, but you don't want to overthrow the slant. Dixon, the slick pick. That's going to be a house call. He's taking that all the way back, and GW is rolling in this one. How about pouring it on? We haven't seen Willie Edmonds yet. Let's show him. Willie Edmonds, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya anytime soon. It's 22-0 on their way to a 46-0 victory tonight. Here comes the bracket. Salem is your top seed. GW is 2. They will get Pulaski. Amherst is coming in as the 4, and we'll see if we get any rematches down the line. Tonight, not just about playoff positions, but also about getting squads as many opportunities as possible. Rustburg is at Liberty, both looking for a win this spring season. So let's get you out and have a look at this one. The Minutemen fired up and ready. The Red Devils would score first. Avery Dixon calling his own number, Tower of Power 6. Liberty strikes right back. Tanner Stanley handed off to Kentrell Evans, who's rumbling all the way 48 yards. 8-6 Rustburg leads in this one. The Red Devils quarterback is Avery Dixon. And here he goes, picked off by Garrett Worley right here, who's going to return it all the way to the 35-yard line. And a few plays later, Liberty's Tanner Stanley calling his own number from 10 yards out. Liberty 34, Rustburg 22 in a good ball game this evening. Sometimes the best way to deliver a punch is to step back, but if you step too far, you're not fighting at all. Fair to say the Highlanders stayed within range. That and more when we come back. All right, Eric, when Glenver got off to a slow start, I had this funny feeling. They're not going out this way.
Of course not.
And then they're on a roll now.
They are. And, you know, with Coach Clifford and that personnel, it's not a matter of if. It's just when they get the ball rolling. And
when.
They certainly have gotten things clicking here of late. Highlanders in the Highlands taking on Allegheny tonight. They started out strong in the first half. Quarterback Aiden Walk throws it to Nicholas Woodson, who's going to take it all the way down the field. Look at this here, making some guys miss.
Wow.
Gets nifty here, marching down for the touchdown. Glenver up 27-0 in the second quarter. Later in the game, Glenver's Kyle Hanks drops the ball. Allegheny's Matt Howell recovers the fumble at the 20-yard line. Mountaineers in business. However, the drive would stall. Glenver up 40-0 at the end of the second quarter. Same story in the second half. Walk runs the ball in for another touchdown. Allegheny falls to Glenver 60-0 this evening.
All right, meantime, how about Perry McClure at James River? Senior night at James River. Congrats to all involved. James River's ball. Chase Cuddy here. Nice run. And look at the tower of power. He's plowing through right there, bowling people over. And then we'll get a look at Perry McClure's offense. Ty Ruley back to Nick Reed, who's taking it down the sidelines. This one, 27-14. Perry McClure, your final tonight. All right, with Fort Chiswell and Radford both slated to play tomorrow, this bracket certainly subject to change. But as we stand right now, Appomattox County is your 1 seed, and Dan River is your 2, Eric. Meantime, the battle for Giles County, goes to Narrows. They have not allowed a point.
All season.
Yeah, all season.
All season.
All right, with Galax, Fort Chiswell, and Grayson County, George Wythe, both happening tomorrow. There's a lot of potential movement still in this bracket, but right now, Narrows is your 1 seed. If Galax does end up winning, they would move on, take the number 1 seed.
That's a very stout region there, especially Narrows and Galax. Curious to see who's going to get that top seed as we approach the playoffs here.
All right, and we've got a William Campbell score over Altavista. They were victorious. And speaking of which, they are both playoff bound. Here's your 1B bracket. As you can see, they are 3 and 4 seeds, so they will both be moving on. How about Holston over Chilhowie, 35-0. And like the others, this bracket isn't quite set as Fort Chiswell with a win against Galax. If that would happen,
oh my goodness,
that would throw Rural Retreat into this bracket in the playoff conversation.
Indeed.
So we don't want to say it's solid yet. It is not, but as of right now, that's what's going on. All right, a couple of games tomorrow that have some bearing on these regions we just talked about. And again, everyone needs to tune in to Eric tomorrow to see the brackets,
ding, ding,
Eric.
ding,
but
ding.
these are some of the games happening right now.